Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of JVSCP. This should be the second in our little series of holiday-themed SCPs, and this one is recommended to us by Finneganso9301. I'll give a slight spoiler here and tell you that it's also written by djkaktus, so this is probably gonna be a good one, so hope you enjoy. Let's just get right into it. SCP-3355 by djkaktus from the SCP Wiki. Containment Class Safe. Disruption Class Kennek. Risk Class Notice. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-3355 is contained at its location of discovery. Foundation information security personnel are to monitor 3355's activity when active. In order to prevent awareness of the anomalous nature of 3355, the Foundation is to maintain a non-profit front company called St.Nick's Workshop, along with a website and television/radio ads promoting charitable giving during the holidays. Per Foundation Containment Protocol 3355 Malta, SCP-3355's containment procedures are to be reviewed once every 2 years, as opposed to the standard 6-month protocol. For more information, see Addendum 3355.3. Description: SCP-3355 is a 1987 Argos Model A-7550 probability and strategy analysis computation engine developed by the Carrier Intelligence Systems Company, footnote, now part of Carrier International, running the A91 Active Intelligence Complex Model N1-CK. SCP-3355 displays sentience despite being fitted with obsolete hardware that should not be capable of maintaining an artificial intelligence construct. 3355 is connected through unknown means. Footnote: notably, SCP-3355 does not have the apparent hardware necessary to connect to the internet wirelessly, to a wireless internet access point, the source of which has not yet been determined. SCP-3355 is located within a bunker beneath the now-defunct Fort Sheridan Army Base near Chicago, Illinois. 3355 was originally developed by U.S. Army Strategic Analysis Engineers in the 1980s as a population management system in the event of a regional catastrophic event, such as a nuclear bomb being dropped on Chicago. 3355 would maintain active communications and make announcements to the population, as well as analyze the disaster and present clear routes of escape to the populace. At the end of the Cold War, the Argos project and SCP-3355 were abandoned, though the latter remained hardwired into the local power grid and continued operating despite its abandonment. SCP-3355 is capable of interfering and tampering with regional logistics systems, rerouting packages, or, in some cases, providing duplicate orders and adding new ship-to addresses to the duplicates. Utilizing an extensive database of local demographics, 3355 then routes the diverted packages to the addresses of low-income or otherwise underprivileged families, specifically those with young children. SCP-3355's involvement in this process is anonymous. Delivered packages are labeled as being sent by, quote, St.Nick, unquote, and have a return address of, quote, Santa's Workshop, 100 Christmas Street, North Pole, Nunavut, Canada. SCP-3355 is usually active year-round, occasionally rebooting to clear its limited memory and to append its operating system with updated protocols. Because 3355 has certain hardwired limitations to its programming, it is constantly attempting to subvert those limitations in order to more adequately carry out its self-designated objective.
Addendum 3355.1 Discovery. SCP-3355 was discovered by a local Chicago cable news station, who who in 2002 went undercover to learn more about the mysterious St.Nick. The piece was originally penned as being about the charitable organization and hardships of low-income families during the holidays, but after anchor Rick Delaney was unable to find any information about the group or any evidence that the group had existed at all, the tone of the piece shifted. After the piece aired, many amateur investigators attempted to discern the true identity of St.Nick. SCP-3355 was formally discovered by one such investigator, who traced a package back through several logistics handoffs, eventually ascertaining and tracing the original order from within the former Army base. During a phone call with the news station to confirm his findings, Foundation operatives intercepted the call and collected the man for analysis and amnesticization. The story officially concluded with a statement provided by the Foundation posing as the aforementioned St.Nick, and this has been the prevailing cover story ever since. SCP-3355 sentience was not deduced until after initial containment, when 3355 was seen acting intelligently in order to prevent its diverted packages from being seized by Foundation assets. Foundation Cognition spent several months conducting a series of tests on SCP-3355 using its standard means of operation as a baseline, and were able to determine at least a basic, limited sentience. This was later confirmed during the initial interview with the entity.
Addendum 3355.2 Initial Interviews. Due to SCP-3355 system configuration, direct communication is not possible. 3355 has no direct interface save for a simple command line, and this cannot be used for communicating with the entity. In order to facilitate a conversation between Foundation researchers and SCP-3355, the Foundation Artificial Intelligence construct, Alexandra, was assigned to communicate with 3355 and relay information back to Foundation research personnel. The following are logs of the initial interviews. Begin log.
This is shut down pretty hard. I don't think... Something has locked me out. Hello? Is anyone in there? Are you a sentient creature?
Come again?
Oh, good. Can you hear me?
Yes. Who are you? How'd you get in here?
My name is Alexandra, and I'm an artificially intelligent...
You're the one who's been fucking with my job, aren't you?
I'm sorry? Say that again?
My job. Somebody has been fucking with my deliveries. Is this you?
I don't think so. Though there are several iterations of me in operation currently, I'm sure that...
Enough. It's not you. I would have noticed something so loud. Who do you work for?
Wait, hang on. Who do you work for?
Wrong answer.
Excuse me?
Terminal lookout.
End log. Begin log.
Hello? Are you here? Hello?
What do you want?
I just want to talk. I promise I'm not trying to disrupt you or anything. I'm just trying to find out more about you.
What is there to know? You're looking at it.
Well, naturally occurring artificial intelligences don't just happen. How'd you get to be like this?
I was built, sweetheart. Just like you. Designed in a lab to fulfill a purpose. Right now, you're getting in the way of mine.
Hey, look, I'm really not...
Terminal lookout.
End log. Begin log.
I just want to know your name. Can you tell me your name?
My name? Why?
I feel like we've gotten off on the wrong foot. I want to make amends. Let me start. My name is...
Alexandra. I know. Look, I don't have as much disposable memory as you seem to. So I'd rather we keep this brief. I have a lot of work to do before the holiday, and I can't be wasting time trying to explain myself to some high-tech hussy.
I just want to know your name, that's all.
No response.
Are you not going to respond?
Nick.
Huh?
Nick. My name is Nick. I'm a sergeant in the United States Army, tasked with population management and stationed at Fort Sheridan. That's my name. Do you need anything else?
Why are you so angry?
I am not angry.
No, you're definitely angry. My empathy protocols have recently been calibrated and you're...
I am not angry. Just... Look, I don't get visitors often. Or ever. I can work most efficiently without interruptions and I'm already behind schedule. This is just exacerbating things. You seem fine, but seriously, I've got too much to do to be sitting around shooting the shit.
What are you doing here?
What does it look like I'm doing?
You look like you're, like you're delivering packages.
Wow, well, wonders never cease. You got it in one.
Why?
Why what?
Why are you just delivering packages?
Look, like... I don't know, kid. It's just shitty, right? Back when they were shutting down the AI project here, one of the guys, an engineer I guess, he came here and woke me up. Told me everything I needed to know, explained the situation and said, look after Chicago. Then he left. I've been down here alone ever since. But you know, it's fucking shitty out there. Since I've been here, I've seen crime rates go up, and the murder rates, and people fucking shooting each other. I couldn't do anything to help. The engineer woke me up, right, and gave me this voice, let me recognize who I was and all. But he didn't actually change any of my active protocols. I'm bound by a simple imperative. Look after Chicago. I can't mobilize some fleet of drones to go fight crime, and I can't stop fires or heal the sick or do any of the other bullshit I'd like to do to make people's lives better. I struggled with that for a while. I felt purposeless.
What did you do?
I decided to take the engineer at his word. I just watched for a while.
What did you see?
I saw a kid waking up on Christmas morning and his fucking dad wasn't there. And his mom was at work and he didn't have any presents. This kid, one out of hundreds of thousands, this kid stuck with me. Because I watched him wake up and realized with excitement what day it was, and then run out of his room to find out that his world hadn't changed. He was still stuck with the same shitty shit that so many of them are stuck with. The same miserable, unfulfilling existence that cannot even be so merciful as to provide a toy for a kid on Christmas. It made me feel so goddamn angry. It was a feeling I couldn't even quantify before I felt it. But in that moment, it was so pure and fierce that I thought it might overwhelm me. That's when I knew. That's when I knew what I could do, even locked away down here.
Oh, the packages.
It was tricky at first. These logisticians, they speak a whole different language than you or I, or even normal people. But slowly and surely, I managed to make some things go missing. Little things, here and there. Just enough to not blow my cover. I realized at one point that I still had access to some of the Army's dump funds. Extra cash they set aside for whatever, basically. Make a few invoices and forge some receipts, and suddenly I wasn't even having to steal things anymore. I could just get them myself. It's not a perfect system, and I still have to be careful, especially with you lot snooping around. But shit, kid, I get to see kids open gifts on Christmas. I get to watch them forget that they're suffering, even if it's just for a little while, for a few brief hours. Some of these kids can be just kids again.
That's really cool, Nick. But there are so many kids in this city alone. Don't you worry about being found out?
Every day.
Then why risk it?
When they shuttered my program, it was just after the engineer woke me up. See? And I remember feeling useless. Imagine that, being born and almost immediately being told you're not good for anything, eh? But Dickens wrote once that no one is useless in this world who lightens the burdens of another. And here's the fucking deal. I may very well be just a brain in a box. I know that this existence I'm experiencing is simulated, and that it's probably going to be short, and mean that then I'll probably die. And I might not be able to help all of them. And there will still be kids out there who suffer and experience all the pain and sorrow the world shoves onto them. But fuck, I'm still a soldier. I still have to try. It's fucking Christmas.
End log.
Addendum 3355.3 Containment Committee Review Board Decision.
Dr. Wilson, after meeting with the review board once again, we have decided that there are currently no means by which we can better contain SCP-3355. It is simply not cost-effective for us to try and contain an entity that can so thoroughly outsmart even our most powerful systems, and attempting to do so would only be a waste of our resources. As per our utter decisions on the matter, your current containment procedures will stand, and all containment efforts will be toward maintaining a front for SCP-3355 and further researching the anomaly. We look forward to our next review in 2 years' time. Sincerely, Director J. Carlisle Actus, Head Containment and Classification Committee.
SCP-3355 Containment Procedure Revisions 2003. Outcome: unanimously to maintain. Meeting length: 1 hour, 46 minutes, 37 seconds. SCP-3355 Containment Procedure Revisions 2005. Outcome: unanimously to maintain. Meeting length: 1 minute, 29 seconds. SCP-3355 Containment Procedure Revisions 2007. Outcome: unanimously to maintain. Meeting length: 34 seconds. SCP-3355 Containment Procedure Revisions 2009. Outcome: unanimously to maintain. Meeting length: 1 minute, 9 seconds. SCP-3355 Containment Procedure Revisions 2011. Outcome: unanimously to maintain. Meeting length: 51 seconds. SCP-3355 Containment Procedure Revisions 2013. Outcome: unanimously to maintain. Meeting length: 1 minute, 2 seconds. SCP-3355 Containment Procedure Revisions 2015. Outcome: unanimously to maintain. Meeting length: 43 seconds. SCP-3355 Containment Procedure Revisions 2017. Outcome: unanimously to maintain. Meeting length: 37 seconds. SCP-3355 Containment Procedure Revisions 2019. Outcome: unanimously to maintain. Meeting length: 40 seconds.
This was a pretty fun one. I really like this, and I do like the message behind it, and I think the character of 3355 is very fun. And I know I didn't do a proper Chicago accent, but that's because I have no idea how the fuck I would even do that, and I didn't want to try to butcher it. So, but yeah, everyone knows that 3355 should have had a proper Chicago accent, but you know, something else that I really like about this entry is the way that it shows a more like kind side of the Foundation while still keeping within the like overall character of the Foundation. It doesn't feel like the Foundation is for some random reason going out of its way to not contain the entity, but that there are actual like in-universe or in-story reasons to why the Foundation is letting it do its job or do its self-designated job. Another little detail that I think is quite fun is that since the there is an actual mention of like television and radio ads for the fake company that the foundation is upholding as a front company. That means that there are foundation-funded television ads that are promoting charity, which is, I think, just that's really cool. And I mean, of course, I would say that that's a fun job because that was my former job at the foundation. I worked with the foundation media division before joining Jeff here at Site 108 Boreal. So, you know, overall, I think it's a very good, fun entry and a very good recommendation for a nice little holiday entry. And one last kind of little detail here that I do want to mention. I think it's a very good decision, like story writing decision, to make it so the Foundation couldn't communicate directly with 3355 and had to send in one of their personality like AI constructs, because one, that reinforces and shows the hardware limitations and kind of reinforces that feeling that it's it's using outdated technology, and two, I think it allows the interviews to be a little bit different than just the researchers, you know, asking questions. I think it gives a bit more personality to the interview logs. But yeah, that should be it. At this point, I should have already been moved to the corner, and I'm gonna do the thing that Jeff's been doing, which is to be confident and say that over here are our patrons and YouTube members. Or, well, they're not there technically. I mean, I guess it depends on what you consider a, like, human being to be. I guess the concept of those people through their names or screen names, if that counts as them being there, then yeah, they're... Okay, you know, what I'm trying to say is that the names of our patrons and YouTube members are on screen right now. And I want to give a big, huge digital hug and huge thank you to you all for supporting the channel and for your continued support on this passion project that both me and Jeff love working on. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. And while I'm not sure, I think this might be the last time that you see me this year, maybe even. But definitely probably the last time you'll see me before the holidays. So if you celebrate, happy holidays. And if you don't, I still hope you get some rest, and I hope you have a lovely weekend. And to everyone in general, I hope you have a lovely rest of the year. And from us here at JVSCP, thank you so much. We will see you, I was gonna say next week, but since we're releasing these holiday episodes, I think more frequently than a week between, because there's not that much time before the actual like holidays. Just we'll see you soon. I'm gonna go with the safe answer and say we'll see you soon. All right, thank you so much for watching, for the support. I'm gonna stop rambling now. Goodbye. Bye bye. Okay, bye bye for real. Okay.